Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Holy smokes. In not even 24 hours. What has happened? I'm telling you, this team, man, the roller coasters that we go through. I sometimes you really need airbags and a parachute to be a fan of the Miami Dolphins. Like it just gets to be too much sometimes. But I don't know if you guys heard, but a certain somebody has become available and it's the talk of the talk. I mean, bring him home. That's what I hear. Yo, this AFC is about to be insane. The AFC East, if all is said and done, and we could legitimately have an insane division if what I'm hearing ends up happening, and that would be nuts. And I'm going from dang it, I can't stand this organization to man, they did it again. They reeled me back in, y'all. They reeled me back in. Shout out to you, everybody, and welcome to the Miss Fin Show. If this is your first time, thank you so much. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. This is the AFC East show, and I forgot to put East, but it's okay. No big deal. I change later. Holy smokes. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Baltimore Ravens have fired their head coach, Mr. John Harbaugh. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even know his name was John. I always get him confused with his brother, just the names, because they look alike. But John is the older one, and he looks younger than Jim. So tell me how that works. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday my phone is one of like ESPN, what do you call it? Notifications and everybody going crazy, like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I was so lost. And then when I see it, I was like, John, nah. And it's funny because I ended up talking to my brother. I reached out to my brother and I asked him, bro, did you see what happened? We talked last night and it was funny because he was telling me, um, I asked him like straight up, hey, should we get it? Should Miami go for him? And he's like, I mean, yeah. But he's a Steelers fan, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, mm, this could be very interesting. But guys, the Dolphins really can make a huge difference if they're able to go ahead and secure this man. Because right now, that's one of the major things that we need. We need to be able to provide ourselves with an opportunity to succeed. We need veteran leadership. We need a culture change. We've had culture changes in this organization, but I don't think that we've ever had anybody with the caliber and experience like a John Harbaugh. And I think that's probably why everybody's so like, bring it to Miami, bring it to Miami. But every other franchise that needs a head coach is saying the exact same thing. Bring him here, bring him there. Now, the fans are going to fan, obviously. But is this a legitimate thing? Can the Dolphins make it happen? I think they can. Now, I've even heard The Jets fans too. This is why it's the AFC show. Besides the fact that it's Wednesday, even Jets fans, even Jets fans are like, we need a real coach. We need somebody with experience. But like, you're gonna hear a lot of teams and fan bases say the same thing. But I mean, it is John Harbaugh. You need somebody who's gonna bring his own staff, who's gonna be able to bring his own style and his own system. He's a Super Bowl winning champ. He's played at the highest level, has had plenty of experience in building a team, has had a great, great, great quarterback with him in the last 8 years. And, it's funny. He had Lamar for 8 years. He hasn't done anything. Guys, you're not about to tell me that the Ravens haven't been a top 5 team in the league all 8 years. And because it's like trying to say that the Detroit Pistons didn't have an insane team, or the Houston Rockets didn't have an insane team, or even the Utah Jazz or the San Antonio Spurs didn't have insane teams, or the Indiana Pacers didn't have insane teams, all of which have had Hall of Fame players. They were just playing against Jordan. You got Hall of Famers, but you're also playing against Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's you're gonna yeah, you're gonna have great opportunity. You're gonna be successful, but to get it to the big dance, you're not gonna have that opportunity going up against Jordan every single year. The Rockets didn't win until Jordan retired. We know this. Now, I'm not trying to call Kansas City Jordan, but my point is, you're going up against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Now, they had I'm not even trying to say that they're Hall of Famers in this era. There are a couple that are going to get the jacket just cuz, but mm, nothing compared to football back in the day. But my point is, the most dominant team past the Patriots in the last 10 years has been Kansas City. At their worst, when they sucked the most, they went to back-to-back Super Bowls. Won one. So you could have an insane team and still go up against Jordan. Like, that's what I'm saying. What's up, Daniel? Welcome. Pass. Lamar's on downside. Harbaugh, not a fit for Dolphins. Ewers, QB, Capel, rebuild roster. Why is Harbaugh not a good fit for Dolphins, Daniel? I don't get it. Like, we're an open book. We don't have nothing to offer. I mean, we have some things to offer, but we're an open, we're a wide open canvas. Like, we don't have any, like, we are clay and we need to be molded. And this gentleman can help us. And if he ever wants to bring somebody else that he may know that may want to go ahead and play down here in Florida, I'm not gonna tell him no. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. But to say that he's not a good fit, like, what kind of fit do we need? Um another coach that's very, 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 very Player friendly. What's up, delusional? I think some Dolphin fans are saying no because they don't think it's possible. Probably. They'd rather not. They're trying to show face. They'd rather be like, he's never coming here, so why do I want him? You never know if he is or isn't. What's up, Brandon? I'm gonna throw a party, and these people he wanna bring in the players, they're gonna be soft. They gotta abide by his rules and his say, and he I'm talking about them. He the what? I don't know what you're saying, Brandon. Sorry. Honestly, Harbaugh's a head coach and Niners guys, a GM would be good. Don't they know each other? If I'm not mistaken, they know each other. So that would be very interesting. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. He's going to Giants. They're a better fit for Harbaugh. Why do you say that? You're saying just randomly they're a better fit. How? How are they a better fit, Daniel? What makes them a better fit than the Dolphins? Just say. When he came to the Ravens was already built. The team was already built before he came in. So when he won the first Super Bowl, it wasn't his people he brought in. Okay. McDaniel ears are real. What's up, delusional? It was a losing team. They never went back to the playoffs. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Let's see here. Quit playing. Harbaugh is the best head coach out here, 100%. Miami would be blessed to get this guy. What's up, Sax man? Welcome. Good morning, still Christmas. Miami keep McDummy into it for next decade. Harbaugh is going somewhere else. Ah, you really are stealing Christmas. Mm, mm-mm. Look, at the end of the day, even 2-0, he's done. I'm not even worried. I'm not even worried about him. I'm not even talking about it. I don't want to waste my time. But it's not just the Dolphins that are gonna want him. It's also, like I said, even the Jets are saying it. Now, you brought up a good point. I will give you that. I will give you that. The Ravens they had really good pieces. I don't know if they were built, but they had good pieces and they were able to capitalize on those pieces, obviously. But you're still able to have success, maybe not Super Bowl. We're gonna be out here pretending like getting to the Super Bowl is easy. Okay, sure. Well, that is hard. It's hard to get to the Super Bowl. Doesn't matter what team you are, honestly. But when you have an opportunity to get somebody who has experience and a system, and they've done it at a high level, you have to take a chance. And if you want to bring your quarterback with you, hey, I mean, I'll take it. Now, it's funny because I keep seeing Ravens fans like, I used to pray for times like this. Thank God he's gone. I get it. But think about this. The man played there for 18 years, won a Super Bowl, has had been to the playoffs 12 times. In the last 8 years, only had 3 losing seasons. They have made the playoff consistently, pretty much for his entire tenure. I mean, like sometimes we see players that need, new teams. Same thing with coaches. Sometimes a coach needs a new organization for them to have success. Andy Reid was fired from the Eagles after 12 plus years of nothing but success, and they weren't able to win the Super Bowl. I get it, but they're very successful. They fired him, moved on, found somebody else, won the Super Bowl, things like that. But guess what? Went to Kansas City, built his team, won Super Bowls. Sometimes you just need to change the scenery. Like, come on. Now, it looks like, from what I'm hearing, John Harbaugh is expected to start interviewing with teams by the end of this week. Giants so far have shown as much, if not the most interest. Other teams, 9 teams have already made inquiries, and there's only 6 openings, not counting the Ravens. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see here. Sounds like some coaches are hanging by a thread. Harbaugh's doing his homework on Giants QB Jackson Dart and has received very positive reviews. Oh, and it looks like the him getting fired was solely on the owner, Steve Bisciotti. Decision went against his front office, who were unable to talk him out of it. Harbaugh did not have a problem with Lamar. The issue between Jackson and the G, there it is. So Lamar didn't have an issue with his head coach. He had it with his OC, Todd Munkin. I can totally see that. Now, a lot of people saying, yeah, Giants, he can go ahead and do it, but you have to give yourself an opportunity, man. You can't just let this level of head coaching just like you're not even taking a shot, because at that point, then you're literally telling your entire fan base, yeah, we don't really want to win. We just want to take your money. Like you're not going to be very successful with your fan base, who was the one providing all the money for you to be able to do all this. Now, just so you guys have some idea, he's still pretty young. He's 63, from Ohio. He went to Miami, Ohio. Please. Played defensive back. He started out with Western Michigan, 1984 to 86, as a running back coach and outside linebacker coach. He went to Pittsburgh. He was a tight ends coach in 87. Morehead State in 88, special teams coach and secondary coach. He went to Cincinnati from 89 to 96 as special teams coordinator. Went to Indiana in 97 as a special teams coordinator and defensive back. Then finally went to Philadelphia Eagles from 98 to 2006 as a special teams coordinator. In 2007, got promoted to defensive backs coach. Then in 2008 to 25, he has been the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl XL 7. So 47? No, 37. No, 47. Yeah. Super Bowl 47? Yeah. And won a coach of the year. He's got an NFL coaching record of most road playoff wins at 8. His regular season record right now is 180 games, 1 to 113 games lost, a winning percentage of .614. In the postseason, he's 13-11, winning percentage of .542. His entire career, he's 193 to 124, with a winning percentage of .609. Ladies and gentlemen, he's eventually, you could say, he will end up in Canton. You need somebody that's already done it. Dolphins can't be dealing with this. Let's just get a brand new head coach and give him an opportunity. Stop. Stop. That doesn't work. It's over. No more giving brand new head coach, first time head coaches opportunities, man. Yes, I'm scratching my back, whatever. John is 100 years old. No, he's not. He's 63. He's not Pete Carroll. Not Pete Carroll. He's like 80 something. Big difference. I hope. Stop it, delusional Patriots fan. I hope Dolphins keep McDaniel. I don't. Look, the most important thing, we talked about it yesterday. The most important thing is going to be getting the right GM, period. But when you have the right GM and the right head coach who have the same vision and they can steer the ship the same way, all you got to do is just stand back. And I said this yesterday. You don't hire somebody to tell them what to do. You hire somebody with experience so they can tell you what to do. You just tell them what you want. What do you want? I want to win the Super Bowl within the next 4 years. Okay. Now be quiet and get out of my way. Oh, but we need to make money. It's the NFL. You're going to make money, man. But you have to take an opportunity like this. You have to. You have to. My God. Stephen Ross last year, literally, it was so insane. The season hadn't even left. It was the day afterwards. And before we could even think, okay, we need to make changes. We need breaking news. Stephen Ross is keeping McDaniel and Greer for another year. Come on, man. What are we doing? Don't mistake having another year as being complacent with status quo. Yes, it is. You have to go for it. What's up, Dad Dean? One of our awesome members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, Weaver came from Ravens. That'd be, hey, that'd be interesting. What's up, Brandon? I'm gonna give him 2 years and a half and see how long he's gonna be with that team. I don't know who you're referring to, but okay, Brandon. But seriously, you can't. And it doesn't matter. You're gonna see people throwing out, oh no, they're not gonna pay him all this money. Look, it doesn't matter. You want 100 million for 10-year contract? Here you go. You want to make $20 million? There you go. Just so you know, I know a lot of people might not know this. The coaching salaries, front office salaries, none of that hits the team cap. That doesn't go against the cap. So if an owner wants to pay ridiculous money, it doesn't matter. and doesn't go against the cap. And if a coach gets fired, he still gets paid his full contract. So that's not a big deal at all. But can you imagine? Look, I get it. Someone else's trash, it's another man's trash. You have to do it. You need to do it. What's up, Enrique? Welcome. Good morning, boss lady. Fire that bum McDummy and hire John. Yeah, I know, man. What's up, JC? Miss Phins, let's get started on 2027, 2028 mock draft. Stop it, man. Stop it. You got jokes. What's up, True Blazer? In my opinion, Giants are a more attractive spot than Miami. Just being true. uh, Simon says Harbaugh put his team in good positions to win. It's not his fault Andrew dropped a game winning reception or his rookie wide receiver fumbled at the 1 yard line and dropped a game winning touchdown. Last year in the playoffs, a field goal kicker missed an easy chip shot to win the game. Like, if you put your team in a position to win and they don't execute, is that on the coach or is that on the players not executing? It's the same thing as I hear people, man, Lamar's a bum. He's a choke artist. Okay, Lamar can give you an interception and then come back and still drop 3 touchdowns. If they lose, he should have never gotten that interception. Like, bro, like, what are we talking about? Mm. Brandon Tillman says, wait for the teams who's in the playoffs, who lose in the first round, and then look at those head coaches. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Two Blister says, word is Baltimore picked Lamar over Harbaugh. Dolphins can get both. We don't know this. We don't know. Look, at the end of the day, all we can do is just speculate. Nobody truly knows what's going on. Like McDaniel saying, I'm the head coach until I'm told otherwise. Cool. So Friday, we'll know if he's even in the building still. That's going to be very interesting. Now, hit that like button, guys. Can the Dolphins land John Harbaugh? I think there's a very big opportunity that, yes, the Dolphins can. But there's another team in our division that is also looking to perhaps move on from their head coach. The Jets are looking like, hey, they might be making a big push for him as well. But I mean, there are a lot of things to consider too. If you think about it, the division that you're playing in, can you succeed? Can you find ways to make money? Well, you don't make money no matter what, but can you succeed in that particular division? Where's ESPN? What the heck am I looking for? Give me a second here. Because right now, if you think about it, you come into the AFC East. Obviously, you got the Dolphins. The two Buffalo's not gonna do. I mean, I'd be surprised if Buffalo fired McDermott. That'd be crazy. But Buffalo's got their team. New England obviously just got their team. The only two ones in the East are gonna be Miami and the Jets. You want do you want to be a Jets head coach? They're crazy. If I'm going to New York, it's definitely not gonna be with the Jets. What's up, JD? The Graymans are clean sweep. I see you, sir. Hit that like button, guys. On your way in, hit that like button. Thank you very much. But yeah, a lot of people may not be talking about it, but the New Jersey Jets, ladies and gentlemen, are also expressing interest in perhaps a John Harbaugh type of head coach, or at least some of the media are pushing it and some of the fans too. Is this a possibility for the Jets for them to go ahead and get John Harbaugh? I mean, I guess every team has an opportunity, but what do the Jets have that maybe perhaps another team within the same division may not have? Maybe a little more caps room, maybe. I mean, that's probably the only thing I can think of. The number one overall pick. They now you have to understand the Jets just hired their new GM and head coach. That means that is the new GM gonna be okay with firing Glenn and bringing in Harbaugh? Is Harbaugh gonna want to demand having his own GM? Like those are things to consider as well. But besides the what number two overall pick, which the Jets have, sorry I misspoke earlier. Number two pick overall, Fernando Mendoza. You have an opportunity perhaps of getting a young quarterback like a Mendoza that everybody loves. Which, by the way, Indiana apparently is the only team in the playoffs with no five-star recruits, and they have an opportunity to go 16-0 as well. Interesting. Good for them. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. Now there are other several coaching vacancies as well. As you know, Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns, they're gone. I don't know how Zach Taylor in Baltimore is still employed. I don't know. I don't know how he's still employed, but he is. You got Tennessee. That's another vacancy open. The head coach for Indianapolis Colts was just told you got a year. We got close. You got a year. That's essentially it. So the Jets are also going up against these other teams that have other, things available for them. But what the Jets also do have, besides the second overall pick, they also are holding the 24th. Let me take a look at this tankathon for a sec, real quick. 16th, sorry. They've got the second and 16th draft pick. And then, yeah, like that. That'd be crazy. Zach Taylor make a wish. Head coach. Y'all are wrong for this. You guys are wrong for that. Let me continue with the Jets real quick. So yeah, the Jets, they have some stuff. They have some cap space. They got some um plays that they can build around. Would this be a good fit for somebody like a John Harbaugh? It would take for him. He gives me the vibes of he wants to be in control of pretty much everything. That's what the vibes I'm getting from him. Shout out to everybody in the building, guys. Hit that like button. I see you, Aquavision. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Daddy says Jets will not let new coach go. You never know. He's going to Giants most likely. You think so? If the Bills lose, bye bye McDermott. I think so too. I think that'll be the one thing. If you can't get an easier path than no Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar. Yo, like if the Bills don't win it, everybody, literally everybody say, well, when I get to the Bills, I'll talk about them in a second. I'm focused on the Jets right now, but yes, I agree with this one. The QB also makes a difference. Yeah, but if you can draft your own QB, why not? Maybe Mendoza might go to the Raiders, who have the number one overall pick. We're gonna pretend like Dante Moore is not there, like there aren't other quarterbacks that they can take a look at, better prospects, blah blah blah. Like, come on. So the Jets can give him an opportunity. Thank you, lazy. I smash that like, yeah. Appreciate it. Alcovation, you think McDaniel is safe? I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But they just also have an opportunity, and yeah, they're gonna be in a little rebuild, but they can turn it around. They can turn it around. Maybe even do it faster than the Dolphins. Because they at least have a GM. We don't. McFraud is safe till Friday, says Saxman. Ha, that's funny. That is funny. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. But yeah, the Jets definitely from what we hear, you know, they want to now. Obviously, Darren Muji, he's their new GM over here for the Jets. It looks like he's standing by his guy with Aaron Glenn, but you never know. Teams they pivot, man. They pivot, and like I told you, the contracts don't matter. So it's more of, is this a team is that you can win with? Can you build with this team? Now, obviously, you can't. If somebody's currently employed and they're already still playing in the playoffs, you can't reach out to them. You can't, like, you can maybe ask permission, but if they're playing, you can't do that. You have to wait till they're no longer playing in the postseason, and then you can officially interview candidates. Don't be surprised if maybe the owners of the Jets is like Woody Johnson. He could be like, hey, I know we got Glenn, but make some inquiries. That'd be crazy. I don't know how Jets stick with a defensive head coach with zero interceptions. Now that's another thing that, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the New Jersey Jets have now been only the only team in NFL history to not get any interceptions in the year. That's insane. And on top of that, too, they played Tua twice. I saw somebody write that, and I was like, man, Tua was giving interceptions like hotcake, man, like a 2 for 1. And they still didn't manage to get an interception. Like, shout out to Chef Jew. He he did it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, that's awesome, dude. I don't have a shout out to Chef Jew, guys. If you are in the area in South Florida and you are looking to get um baking samples from Chef Jew, please reach out to him because he's an amazing, amazing, amazing baker. Huh, he bakes. Exactly. He bakes. So go ahead and check it out. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you're looking for the mouth-watering cookies, cake, spice, and more, go ahead and reach out to Chef Jew. You can do so at 786-804-8096, 786-804-8096, or via Facebook Messenger or Instagram at Chef Jew JU Catering for more info. And mention Miss Phins to get 10% off your catering order. Shout out to Chef Jew, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing human being for sure. But that will be very, very interesting. Right now for the Jets, they have to focus on several things, not really head coach. They got their head coach. It looks like they're gonna stick to him with him. But again, you would be doing a disservice to your team if you're not even considering reaching out and inquiring about a John Harbaugh. Let's be honest. Another thing that the Jets need to go ahead and focus on is they got to clean up that defense because I don't know how you don't get. Now, granted, I get it. You gave up your best player, Sauce Gardner. Okay, sure. For two first and got two firsts for him. That was a smart move, in my opinion. You got to rebuild that secondary, period. That's definitely a main focus for the Jets this offseason. Main focus. And the other thing, a main focus has to be developing that O line so they can go ahead and bring in a quarterback. Those are going to be the most important things for the Jets. But we'll see what the Jets end up doing at the end of the day. We'll be here for it. Shout out to everybody. We got 50 plus people in the building, guys. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Really does help out the channel, guys, when you guys do that. So thank you so much. Honestly, really do appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a question here for y'all. You let me know: should Miami Dolphins pursue um Harbaugh? Yes or no? Okay, I don't know how to write pursue Harbaugh. There you go. Yes or no? Y'all tell me. Should the Dolphins even pursue it? I think they should. Like he is definitely the number one candidate here. Like it's not even a question. But that's where we are with the Jets. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Bills real quick, guys. Um Change this puppy here for us real quick. The Buffalo Bills right now, I think they're in a little tinder. As I mentioned earlier, you are not going to have a quicker path and an easier path than what's happening now. No Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar. I am convinced if the Bills don't win the Super Bowl this year, they will never win with Josh Allen. And they will never win one till maybe 100 years from now, if that. Because you're not going to get an easier path than this. You're not. You're not getting an easier path than this. You're not. So you have to go ahead and do everything you possibly can to win this Super Bowl. Period. Now, it's funny. I saw a picture on social media that literally had the uprights for that Steelers Ravens game. On the left side, Harbaugh fired. In the middle, Tomlin fired. On the right side, Harbaugh fire. And it's funny. Before that game was played, I said, "Man, these teams have a lot more at stake than just winning the division and going into the playoffs. The loser here is going to lose everything." And look at what happened. It really came down to whoever was losing their job. I mean, talk about playing for your job. That's exactly what's up. That is exactly what happened. You playing for your job. Ooh, it's crazy. It's crazy. But you're not going to get a better opportunity than this. Period. We'll see what the Bills end up doing, but I think that McDermott might be in a similar situation as John Harbaugh. You've had Josh Allen now for what 8 years, and you haven't even made it to the dance. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be very interesting to see can they do it or not. What's up, Sultan? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can the Bills do it or not? Now, if they lose to the Jaguars in round one, McDermott's getting fired. There's no way you can continue with McDermott. You can't. You can't. And I don't think he'll survive this year not winning the Super Bowl. The Bills have not won a road playoff game since 92. Yeah, that's probably going to change now. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a Florida girl. I'm rooting for the Jags wholeheartedly. But come on, guys. It's the Bills. It's going to be a very tough road for them. It's going to be a very tough road for them to win, that game. Guys, hit that like button on me if you like what you see, guys. We're trying to get to 2,000 subs. The only way we can do that is with you guys. Please hit that like button. Let me know that you appreciate this. Thank you so much. So far, 55% of y'all are saying that the Dolphins should pursue Harbaugh. I'm going to go back to the Dolphins. I just need to get through the East real quick. Guys, hit that like button. Thank you. Chef Drew in the building. Thank you so much, guys. But think about it. How can if after 18 years in Super Bowl win, multiple divisional titles, um, AFC championship appearances, and Harbaugh gets fired, and McDermott has never made it to the dance, you have to fire him. Like, I don't know how you keep him. And I like look, and I keep hearing a ton of Bills fans who are like, yeah, we're ready to move on. We're ready to move on. Fire him. They sound like the Ravens fans. So, in my opinion, if Bills fire their head coach, do we pick him up? I don't want McDermott. I do not want McDermott. Now, do I think the team might pursue him? Maybe. But I don't want McDermott. But that's just me personally. Well, that would be interesting. What will they do? Another coach, Brandon, is saying that is correct. Another head coach who's in a hot seat, Mike Tomlin, but I think the Steelers are a little bit different than the Ravens. I think Mike Tomlin might retire before he actually gets an opportunity, or he's the one that wants to part ways. JD says, I don't want either of them. I'm not saying all that, but I want one of them. Shoot. Got it. So real quick, guys, this is a shout out, like I said, to Chef Jew. Looks like he's setting up a free baking samples to build his business. He's gonna be doing it locally. He posted it on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for people to pre-order. If you're interested, they can reach at me at his number. I give you his number, guys. So he's doing a sample for everybody who wants to go ahead and try out his. Yo, his brownies are insane, man. I'm a chocolatier. I would know. Um, his brownies are insane. You can go ahead and check out his phone number, guys. It looks like he's doing it January 26th on a first come first serve, ladies and gentlemen. He wanted me to let you guys know that, so please go ahead and check him out. Reach out to him on DMs on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok. And his number, so you guys know, it's 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096. Go check out the homie. He is amazing. His brownies are awesome. Now, I don't know if what you mean is there, but no, he's man of God. Okay, so stop it, man. What's up? Word of mouth in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. McDummy tanking next year for Archie. I doubt that. And remember, we don't know how to tank, so I don't trust this team to do anything right. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button for me. Police. What's up, Anthony? Welcome. It's Phins. This is shock to me because I honestly felt the locker room probably turned out. John Harbaugh has been there for 15 years. He's been there for 18 years. Aren't John and Mike the longest tenured coaches in the NFL? Yes, they were. 18 years and 19 years for Mike Tomlin. So yeah. What's up, Lou in the building? Welcome, welcome. Well, let me just finish out with the Bills real quick because I gotta, still an AFC show. Bills, they got a huge one coming up. They're about to face their biggest game in Josh McDermott's career. And that would be the 11th, this Sunday. Right? Sunday? Yeah. This Sunday at 1 p.m., they will be facing the Jacksonville Jaguars in the wild card in Jacksonville for all the marbles. I wholeheartedly believe McDermott gets fired if they lose this game. Just saying. Just saying. So they need to watch out. And last but not least, so I can go back to the Dolphins, the Patriots, ladies and gentlemen, they're doing their jobs. The Patriots are about to go into they're about to host the Chargers Sunday night at 8 p.m. for their wild card game. This is going to be a very interesting game. We'll see how it goes between, Herbie fully loaded, Drake May, Brable versus Jim Harbaugh. This is going to be a great game. This is why they put it at nighttime. It is what it is, guys. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. So it's going to be very interesting. But I would say the Patriots are massively overachieving, guys. They're like it's not even a question. Massively overachieving. I told you they're about a year ahead of schedule. Massively overachieving. One thing that they're doing though, they're overachieving with a cheap roster. Second year quarterback in Drake May. First year new head coach because he's been a head coach before in Brable. Brought in Josh McDaniels. They got their DC. They got their positional coaches. They have built that team, as I call it, the Patriot Way 2.0. It's gonna be very interesting to see how far they can go. Can the Bills be a Super Bowl contending team? The Buffalo Bills are a Super Bowl contending team. In that same coin, because we're talking about the Patriots. Are the Patriots a Super Bowl contending team, ladies and gentlemen? I'd like to tell you, yes, they are. They have a 3-time Super Bowl winning coach in Mike Vrabel. He did it as a Patriot tight end, right? I think he was a tight end. No, he wasn't a tight end. What was that one? I forgot what position he played. You guys let me know, real quick. But this is gonna be a very tough game for both teams. Period. Linebacker. You know what? I was like, I think he's offense or I think he's defense. And then I'm like, he's a big guy. He seems like defense. I was gonna say linebacker, but I'm glad that you let me know. Thank you, Enrique. A linebacker. Oof. He loves his defense. Ladies and gentlemen, can we really say that after they pretty much parted ways from Tom Brady, they can go right back into the Super Bowl? God. Anybody who's been alive for the last 25 years, you're going to understand what I'm about to say. I can't believe this bull, man. I can't. The Patriots ruined my childhood, yo. Oh, God. And this team is back like I can't. Oh, my God. We can't catch a break. We can't catch a break, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. All 7 of y'all in the building. Hit that like button. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Guys, do me a favor. We don't have sponsors. You guys support the channel with your donations. But the easiest way you can support the channel is by doing 2 things for me, real quick. If you take 2 seconds. If you're watching this on Twitter, Twitch, please come over here to YouTube. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Say, Miss Phins, I'm coming from Twitter. Miss Phins, I'm coming from Twitch. Please come over here and subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the Super Bowl. I know that's gonna be tough, but we can do it. So please, 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 guys, come over here, hit that like button, leave me a question. I'm here for it. We're very interactive, so please come over here and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Let me continue. Thank you guys for showing your love, and I really do appreciate it. Daddy B3 says Lamar and Harbaugh always lose to the Bills, so you want to lose twice a year? You must be a Bills fan. I like it. That's funny. If you're a Bills fan, you want to talk. You always lose to the Chargers. I mean, not the Chargers. To the Chiefs. So, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that right there, they can threaten again. Oh my God, I can't believe this. They can threaten for that Super Bowl, which I'm sure my father is extremely happy. Yay! I'm not, Avi. And if you're new to the channel and you don't know, I'm a diehard Miami Dolphins super fan and content creator. My father is a Patriots fan. House divided, I swear. But it is what it is. He used to be diehard Dolphins fan, but they broke his heart about 15, 16, 17 years ago. He said, I'm done with them. So, and I get it. Listen to me. When the Dolphins fired Flores, it was 9 a.m. in the morning. I literally went to I called my boss and I said, hey, I can't work today. I had to take the day off. I can't work today. I am not in the mental state of talking to anybody today. I took the day off. I'm like, I can't do it. It ruined my day. This is how much I love this freaking. When it started affecting your real life, it's something, and it was affecting my dad. That day, I called my dad and I was like, "Daddy, I understand why you stopped being a Dolphin. I mean, he's still a Dolphin fan, but they're his second team. But I understand why you stopped being like a super Dolphin fan because this hurts, man. This hurts. Like they broke me when they fired Flores over Tua. I just can't. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, with the way that the Patriots have set themselves up, they're about to dominate this division for the next 4 years at least. But I'm gonna add a little stipulation: if they don't protect Drake May, they're gonna be screwed. Drake May is gonna be the reason why they succeed. They better start setting up that O line like there's no tomorrow. Just saying. Just saying. And you know what, delusional Patriots fan? You are right. We already lose to the Bills twice a year, so ain't nothing new. We struggle as Dolphin fans. Anyways, that's my update for the Patriots, man. They're about to play again this Sunday, 8 p.m. We'll see what's up. Let me go back now to the Dolphins. Again. I started with the Dolphins. I'm gonna end with the Dolphins because I'm a Dolphin fan. Guys, this would be insane. Now, from what I'm hearing, Harbaugh has plenty of friends. He's met in the 18 years being there. He has built a winning culture. He's got a track record of being effective in the postseason. I understand lately um there hasn't been a lot of success as far as what they were looking to do overall, but again, like my reference from earlier today, the Houston Rockets, the Utah Jazz, the Detroit Pistons, they weren't winning championships when Jordan was there, man. And they had nothing but Hall of Famers in those teams. The Atlanta Hawks, you got nothing but Hall of Famers. But you were going up against Jordan. I am not trying to compare Jordan to the Chiefs, but if you think about it, the Chiefs are the example that I'm bringing in for this particular scenario. Guys, how can you expect other teams to go up against Andy Reid in the last 10 years when they've been the number one team? In the last 10 years with the number one quarterback in the last 10 years, man. When they played the worst, they won the Super Bowl. When they played the worst again, they made it to the Super Bowl and lost. You guys understand that the last Super Bowl wins for the Chiefs have been when they've been a bad team? You do get that, right? The last three Super Bowl appearances for the Chiefs, they won two, lost the third one. They went back to back. First team since the 2003 2004 New England Patriots. They went back to back Super Bowls. and won them both. They weren't the best Kansas City Chiefs from before when they played the 49ers in Miami. But in the last 10 years, who has won the AFC? Chiefs. Chiefs. Who has represented the AFC with the exception of 1 year of Joe Burrow? It's been the Chiefs. And y'all are going to be upset. Oh, he's had Lamar with the talent. Harbaugh, 2-time league MVP and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to put the fact that he had a rookie receiver fumble at the goal line. And another in the same playoff game, drop a wide open, perfectly placed ball for the first down to continue playing. We're going to pretend like last year, Mark Andrews, the most tenured offensive player besides Lamar in that team, didn't drop that ball that was thrown to him away from the defender, right at him, inside the, like, come on. That's not a Harbaugh. Player execute. The coaches could only do so much. The players also have to execute. We're going to pretend like the players don't have to execute? Come on, man. What's up, Michelle in the building? One of our awesome members. Thank you so much, Michelle. She says, grab Harbaugh and Lamar. Drop to McDaniel. I'm telling you, if we can do that, oh, God, do it today. Do it today. Oh, it's going to cost us 54 mil. It's going to cost us 6. I don't. Man. I'm giving both of them 5-7-year contracts, yo. Man. What's up, Buta Lily? How in the heck are we going to pay Tua and Lamar at the same time? Man, there are ways around it. Listen to me. There are ways around it. Doesn't mean we're not going to have a massive cap hit. That's not what I'm saying. But there are ways around it. What's up, Cat in the Hat? Welcome. Tyreek having his ex, what is it, ex meeting today? Okay, yeah, that's good. There are ways around it. First of all, it would be a hard dead cap if Miami cuts Tua. Pre-June 1st, it's a $99 million dead cap. It'll be the highest dead cap in the NFL history. If you don't know, now you know. If they do a post-June 1st, it's a $67 million dead cap. Much better than 99, but it's still $67 million. There's also an injury guarantee where it would make it $54 million. It would hit you at $54 million. Well, that's still better than 99 mil. And guess what? You can restructure contracts. There is no way. I mean, I don't know if you know about the cap. It's okay. We got an entire off season. We're going to be talking about the cap. Don't you worry. The cap is real. And yes, there are ways around it. You can backload it. You can add more voidable years. You can pay them a lot in sign-on bonus and spread the rest and spread that out throughout those extra votable years. There are plenty. Nobody's trading for Tua's contract. It's guaranteed. Did I say anything about trading Tua? And first of all, don't ever say nobody because there's always a very desperate team that says maybe maybe if we give him a shot here, he might. How many times have we seen that where you're like, ain't no way they did this, and they did. So believe me, plenty of teams will be dumb enough to do it. Now, does that mean that maybe we have to give up some draft capital and eat some cap to get rid of Tua? Yeah, that's probably something that we may have to consider. Does it mean, we go 50-50 on what we pay and they pay? There are ways. So I don't want you to feel like just because we have to pay Tua, there are ways you can make it happen. So Tua gonna say you don't have to pay me all the money? What do you mean? Like the only okay, so the only money that's real money is the guaranteed money. All the extra fluff money doesn't mean anything. The fluff money is nothing. That's not what you're looking at. You're looking at the real guaranteed money. That's the real money. So yeah, absolutely, the Dolphins can make this happen. There are multiple ways. You just have to find the right trade partner. Now, that doesn't mean that we're gonna absolutely find somebody. It doesn't. But it doesn't mean that we can't either. So I'm not gonna put it past the Dolphins finding a way. So yeah. Carla in the building. What's up, Carla? I didn't see you. Sorry. Oh yeah. Lamar and Harbaugh wanted away from each other already. We need a fresh start with Ewers and competition. Lamar has slowed down and is injury prone as Tua. Is as injury prone as Tua. Running back QB limit age is 30. I don't know about that. But he has been getting injured a lot. He has. I will give you that. But there's still opportunity for him to still, you know, play at a high level. He's still young enough to play at a high level. With quarterbacks playing till 40, man. Now, does he have to maybe change the way that he plays the game of football? Because I know his pizzazz, his superpower, what helps him is the fact that he can scramble, extend plays, and things like that. Yeah, maybe he needs to readjust, but I'm taking Lamar out. Man, you don't understand how much. You guys know the struggle of being a Dolphin fan. It hurts, man. It hurts. Ah, you guys know it. So heck yeah. If I can find me a way to get this man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Thinking Lamar coming to Miami is just a solution. Dude, Miami was doing it. Miami, we almost had him before. We just didn't. They ended up saying it. Literally, I was just saying that with my brother last night. Like, oh well, they tender him with 2 firsts. I'm like, yeah, but you also have to pay him. I'm like, yeah, we did. We're about to make him the highest paid quarterback, and we're about to pay the 2 first. And Raven said, "Nah, it's okay. We'll match what you're offering him." And at that point, it's like, oh, okay, what are you gonna do? We had a chance already. That ship has sailed. Yeah, well, never say never, man. Lazy S says, as a Falcons fan, same. Hurting. You know it, dude. You know it. Now, y'all are about to get a nice DM. Y'all are about to get a nice DM if you don't know. Matt Ryan. Just saying. Maybe. Word on the street is Harbaugh doesn't want to coach Lamar. I don't know. I haven't heard anything in that nature, but we'll see. Now, We've seen a successful head coach all after years and massive amount of success get fired, go to another franchise, and win Super Bowls. You know who I'm talking about. The Walrus, Mr. Andy Reid, the only head coach in NFL history to have two, to have won 100 plus wins in two different franchises. No head coach has ever done that in the NFL. None, except Andy Reid. And with Kansas City, he's won three, count them, three, one, two, three. Uno, dos, tres. Un, deux, trois. Achas, tain, shalosh. Three. Three Super Bowls. Three. Three puppies. Maybe Harbaugh needs to start fresh. You know what I mean? Maybe this might be what he needs to reassess, realign, start fresh. And all Ross has to do is just get the hell away get out the way. Get out the way. Just get out the way. Tom Garfinkel, Brandon Shore, you shut the, and you get the out. And you let him work, man. Let him and his. I don't want to see no non-football person in that front office say anything. You shut the. You say nothing. You just the shoe, and let them work. Let the football people do football things. I'm here to make money. I don't give a. I am to that point that I don't care what you do. If you're still employed by the Miami Dolphins and your job is to make money, shut up. It's the NFL. You're already going to be making money. Gosh. I don't want to hear it. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button. Lamar is due 71 mil. Baltimore is having to restructure his contract. They don't have to do it right now. They can allow the new team to do it, or they can do it and then use that as a trade. Hey, we restructure, blah, 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 blah. Lamar's going to make more than two and probably become the highest paid quarterback. Okay. Ooh. Okay, cool. I don't care. Give me an opportunity. Give me an opportunity. I'm seeing other teams making moves. Why can't we? In this case, hitting the like button is the same as expecting a participation trophy. Thank you. Thank you for participating and supporting this content creator. Thank you very much, Mike. Change can be good for everyone. And if it ends up being like a Andy Reid situation, a lot of success in one organization, and then you come to another one and you win multiple Super Bowls, sir, you're gonna get that statue built in the north west side of that stadium. Anybody knows you come to Miami and you succeed, you're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. It don't matter if you're a quarterback. It don't matter if you're the head coach. First ballot Hall of Famer, man. This is it, guys. You have to bring out the red carpet. I mean, you got to do what the Raiders did. Not mind you. I understand, things happen, whatever, but you got to give Harbaugh, if you do pull the trigger, you want to make him the highest paid head coach. Okay, cool. $60 million is what he's going to be getting from Baltimore. You want to make him the highest paid head coach. Okay, cool. Give him a 10-year contract. That's it. Be bold. Give me some stability. Listen, this is your team. Him and the GM a 10-year contract. We're building this because I want multiple championships within this time frame. Mahomes ain't gonna be there forever. Burrow ain't gonna be there forever. Lamar ain't gonna be there forever. You gotta watch out for these young kids like Bo Nix and Trevor Lawrence's, Drake Mays. The younger generation and whatever. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we got a certified tournier amongst us. Bateau. McDaniel said, open competition at QB next training camp. Watch out to him. I get his job back. He always looks good in camp. I get it. You know what? Hey, that's your guy. That's your guy. That's beautiful. I watched in 6-degree weather Tua's last game as a Miami Dolphins quarterback. And that was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In the freezing cold, man. In the freezing cold. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Try to get the 50 likes, guys. We're very close. Let's get the 50 likes. We got 75 of y'all in the building. Thank you so much. Everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you can do me a favor, really, 2 seconds. You can go to my Twitter. Go to my Twitter, or exactly where you find, where you're looking at. I'm sharing my screen real quick. Exactly where you're looking at. Look at my Twitter. I'm gonna share this real quick so you guys can see it. Look at my Twitter. Hey, go ahead and follow me too. I appreciate y'all. But it's very easy, guys. The link right here, youtube.com/MissFins, MISSPHINS. You click it here or you click it here. Either one of these two will take you directly to my YouTube, guys. And all you got to do, all you got to do, share this tab, boom. All you got to do is hit that like button. It's going to be right over here. Obviously, I'm looking at my view, so you're not going to be able to do it. But you're going to see a bunch of stuff. Oh, by the way, that's my brother. He's a Steelers fan. He's the reason why I went over there to freaking cold winter. It was awesome. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, guys. I really would appreciate it. Really, really, really would appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and share this real quick. Rick Ryder, WJZ, whatever. It looks like a person. He said it too here. Been saying it for months. The Harbaugh situation reminds me of Andy Reid, tenure in Philadelphia. Lots of success, but kept coming up short. Locker room message ran its course. Both sides split and went on to win multiple Super Bowls. Change can be good for everyone. Can you imagine? Oh, WJZ Sports. Okay, thank you. Shout out to you. Can you imagine that being the case for us? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. AB, what's up? Good morning, man. Says, why would Carbo want to come here when there are way better situations? I mean, I get it. There are other opportunities too, but that doesn't mean that we don't have great opportunities here either. Like, come on. There are plenty of opportunities here. Oh, dang. Nah, I gotta share this. Shout out to River Creek Craft Fan Club, man. They really love this. So you telling me Burrow was out all season. Mahomes tore his ACL. Ravens fired Harbaugh. Bills didn't win the division. The Colts called up a 44-year-old Phyllis River, and the Dolphins didn't make the playoffs. Playoffs? Yo, like every Dolphin fan right now is him. Right now. You are him. I get it, man. It's tough. It's tough. This is tough. It's really hard to deal with. Shout out to everybody in the building, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Shh. I asked y'all about 40 something minutes ago. Should Miami pursue Harbaugh? So far, 71% of you guys have said yes, 29% have said no. I'm interested to hear why not no's, guys. What's up, Mr. Puck in the building? One of our awesome members. Shout out, special shout out to the member squad. There is no Miss Phins without you guys, man. You guys are definitely you guys are definitely the reason why we make it happen. Serious. You guys made it happen. Oh man. I gotta show this real quick. Mike McDaniel texting his realtor after the Harbaugh news broke. Too soon? Shout out to Lou from Dade. That's my homie right there, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love him. Gene Harbaugh won Super Bowl in 2012. Since then, 13 years, he's won 4 playoff games. Had a very talented QB Hadley and has had absolutely loaded roster. He's had cap space. Miami Dolphins have none of that. And he's supposed to be our answer. Brittany, girl, I feel you. I get it. I get it. But he can rebuild. He can rebuild. I believe it. Oh man. This is amazing. Jags will be a place, but he very well may like Miami more. This is the thing. I don't think Cleveland is a better spot. Guys, haven't you noticed that there's two franchises in the NFL that I had to ask, like, these two franchises are practically mirror image of themselves. They just don't know how to get to the side. See, the New York Jets, the New Jersey Jets, they're perennial and institutionally bum team and organization. They're right here at the very bottom. So are the Cleveland Browns. They can't get out of their own way. They can't figure it out. And sometimes they actually hit, but don't realize it. And then they move on. And you're like, that person now is like, institutionally bad organization. Do you know where the Miami Dolphins have been for the last at least 20, 25 years? We are the most mid team in the NFL. Mid. We're not down here. Hmm. We're mid. We're not up here either. We're not winning Super Bowls. We're not in the playoffs like that. We're mid. Right in the middle, people. Too good to not get a top 5 pick, but too bad to not even get into the playoffs. We are the definition of mid. And I had the realization last night that that's why we have a mid quarterback too. He fits right in. I'm over that. I want to be a high organization. I want to be up here, man. I want to be up here. I don't want to be mid anymore. We're not trash. Jets are trash. Cleveland are trash. Guys, yeah, I know I got fans from both organizations. Love you guys. I'm not going to say nothing about the fans. Fans can fan how they want. The organizations are institutionally, generationally bad organizations. We're just mid. We are mid. You can't get more mid than the Dolphins. We are the standard. You could be above us or below us, but we are the standard of the NFL, man. It's rough out here. It's tough. Look, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if this is going to be. We don't even know if this is an opportunity. I mean, hey, can you imagine Harbaugh comes here and maybe we don't get Lamar? We get Joe Burr. Joe Burr. Now I'm dreaming. Now I'm being delusional. Because Joe Burrow is not happy right now with Cincinnati not protecting him. And I had that conversation last night with my brother. The best college prospect quarterback I have seen in my lifetime who was plug and play was Andrew Luck. And the Colts spent 8 years not protecting that man. He should have played for 15 years minimum. And he would have played at a high level minimum for them 15 years plus. They didn't protect him. He's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Yo, that's funny. The Dolphins can make it happen, but be honest with me. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comment section. Give me a percentage of how likely you think we even have a shot at getting Harbaugh. I know some of you guys don't want him. I'm tired of first time head coaches. I can't do it no more, man. I can't. I literally, physically, I can't do it no more. We don't have the front office to be able to handle a first time head coach. But maybe we need somebody with hold on. With a pair of footballs who can come in and tell Ross, listen, you're paying me to do a job. I'm going to do my job. I need you to get the heck away from me. Brandon Shore, Tom Garfinkel, you don't exist unless I call you. Bye. We need someone with a pair of footballs that's going to be able to tell with no hesitation, get out my way. Mr. Paul says 50-50 chance of getting Harbaugh. AB says zero chance of getting Harbaugh. Lazy Eyes said 37%. Delusional Picture says half a percent because Miami will only do just enough to sell tickets like Fire Greer. Damn. He's a Patriots fan and he's talking facts. Oh, God. Yeah, like it says in the Bible, you can't be lukewarm. Man, it's rough for Dolphin fans. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Yo, we got 40 votes in my question. We only got 32 likes. Guys, we need 18 more likes to get. We need 18 more likes to get to 50. Can we get to 50 likes, guys? Do me a favor, hit that like button. Guys, everybody in Twitter and Twitch, come over here to YouTube. Please click that link on my YouTube page or Twitter page or LinkedIn page. Come to YouTube, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and then you can go back to Twitter. It really does help out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you guys can understand. Or maybe you do. You know exactly how I feel. But this is something the Dolphins have to. We gotta pull the trigger. We have to pull the trigger. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. We have to make something happen. This will be a very interesting offseason for real. Yeah, Mr. Polk. I'll tell you this. This offseason, I'm excited too. I'm excited, guys. We're gonna be doing a show. We're gonna be here. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. We got 80 people in the building. Shout out to all 80 plus of y'all in here. Thank you so much. We're gonna continue to do this. We're gonna talk about it. Look, if I gotta put a percentage on the Dolphins' opportunity to make it happen, I think I feel very comfortable in saying maybe 40% chance. If all you care about as a head coach is money, this is a place to come. You want to retire and make money, you come here. I can't wait till we actually, turn a corner, but I wholeheartedly believe we can't do it no more because we don't have the front office staff to do it. So this is why I'm saying we need to aggressively go after this GM search is just as important. So if you guys that a team makes it at home. Okay. Oh, you guys didn't hear anything. Okay, I was muted the whole time. Listen, really quickly, just to pivot. I know I froze. My B. Miami, Florida, Big Seven fam. Miami Hurricane fans, shout out to the U. Let's go win this. If they beat Ole Miss tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow. If Miami wins Thursday, it'll be the first team in college football playoff era to play for a national championship at home. If wins on Thursday, I expect the tickets are already like 3 grand. I expect those tickets to be like 10 grand. Yo, whoever initially bought them for like $200-300, even the nosebleeds, and they're trying to sell them off, they're about to bank. Maybe Ross wants to make a huge splash before he kicks the bucket, and it would sell tickets. Thank you, Badu. That's what I'm talking about. This is a type of splash. Getting Harbaugh is a type of splash I'm all for. I'm all for that. Shout out to the Kings, though, because that would be playing at home for the Natty. Dude, that would be insane. At home for the Natty? That'd be great. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So, yeah, for me, we have to do it. We have to do it. Lil V, welcome. I'm a Knowles fan. Let's go. Oh, Miss. Oh, please. What's up, Miss Fans? Keep it real with the fans. You know we not getting Harbaugh luck. That's why I give it a 40% chance. I want it. We have to make the push, but you know what? We always end up being the bridesmaid, not the bride, as far as the Dolphins. We always get used to like drive up the score, drive up the price. Honestly, like, oh, look at what Miami's willing to pay me. It sucks, and I understand why Ross doesn't like to do this, but it's part of the job of being an owner, man. You gotta do it. Period. You gotta do it. Period. You take your lumps, take your L's, and that's it. Call it a day. You gotta do it anyways. Guys, hit that like button for me real quick. Let me go ahead and take a look at this. Where is it? There it is. Boom, 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 boom. Um, taking a look at the poll. I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll. Guys, hit that like button. We only got 16 more likes before we actually get the 50 likes. We're trying to get the 50 likes, guys. Help me out here. If you're watching from Twitter, Twitch, please do me a favor. Come over here to YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe, and please go ahead and hit that like button, guys. I asked y'all earlier, should the Dolphins pursue it? 68% of you guys said yes. 32% said no. Dang, that's a lot of people. That's the consensus so far. That is the consensus so far. I'm not surprised. It makes sense. It makes sense. Let me see. I know I asked you guys too. What should be, what should the Dolphins do as far as GMs? There are plenty of opportunities to get guys. We need to be aggressive. Period. We do. Mr. Paul says, bring Harbaugh, Lamar, Chad Alexander, or any combination. We just need a change, and it needs to be a veteran change. Shout out to Mr. Paul. Lou from Day, Mr. 305 Sports, dude. They definitely have to go for it. I will say this a Super Bowl here would almost be worth two anywhere, and he'll go down among the top coaches ever. Exactly, dude. You win a Super Bowl in Miami, bro. It's like getting two Super Bowls anywhere else. It's just, I would say the same thing in Cleveland. It might be three in Cleveland. One in Cleveland is like three anywhere else. One in the Jets, it's like two anywhere else. One in Miami, it's like two anywhere else. Like yellow jacket guaranteed. Man, that would be amazing. Guys, real quick, that Dean, let me know. Are you on for the night at 6? Are we on for the night at 6? Yes or no, man? Let me know. I got it prepped. Let me know. Oh man. I'll tell you this. Yep. Guys, do me a favor. Tonight at 6 p.m., you're going to have Cap for Life and you're going to have Dad Dean for Fantasy Moneyball. We are doing a fantasy playoff bracket, guys. It's going to be amazing. It is $25 to join. So if y'all want to join, they're still trying to figure out if it's a pot and like a merch thing for the guys, but it is something that you're gonna be able to go ahead and do it. We're trying to get as many people in, at least 10 people in it. That'd be great. So that way you guys can get it. They want to go ahead and do, winner gets, you put in 25, you win for your bracket, you get 200. They want to give the channel 50, but honestly, it's probably just gonna go to like buying more merch for you guys. Anyway, everything for the channel goes there. But it's tonight at 6 p.m. We're gonna talk about it in detail. It's super easy to join, and again, it's only $25. $25 to get 200, not too shabby. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? It could be more than that. If 20 people join, hey, even bigger. That's $400 right then and there. And all you did was just put in 25. So that's available for everybody. I just want to go ahead and let them know because I know they asked me to let you guys know about it. So yeah, definitely want to go ahead and do that. That'll be tonight at 6 p.m., guys. And also too, tonight is League Wide Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Come check out myself, Mr. Color Commentary. This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna talk about the playoffs, things like that, overview of the season. That's going to be tonight. Guys, if you like the show already, you like the content, please do me a favor. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. I know it's called X, whatever. It'll always be. It'll be Twitter for me. Um, but excuse me. That would be amazing. And also too, guys, I just want to give a special shout out to all the channel members, man. Without you guys, we don't exist. Shout out to everybody that shows love through the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Thank you guys for showing your love. Thank you for everybody that donates to the channel. Honestly, it really does make a huge difference. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it so much. And honestly, we don't make money here. We do this because we love the team. Everything you guys donate literally goes right back to the channel, right back to you guys. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. I gotta skedaddle here. I'm already super late, but this was worth it. This was worth it. I'll tell you that. We had to talk about it. There are so many things that we gotta talk about this off season that we're gonna be able to discuss. So come over here because we got way more to do. It. You can find Miss Phins Monday to Friday 8 a.m. 8-ish. Okay, I get it. I've been waking up late. My bad. But come check it out. I appreciate all y'all. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Shout out to, man, we had almost 80 people in here. Thank you so much, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe. And if you're catching the replay, thank you so much for catching the replay. It really does help. You still got super sticker, super things, super chats. If you want to go ahead and show your love, I know a lot of people do, so thank you so much for that. Guys, stay blessed. Happy New Year's. If you're new to the channel, if I haven't seen you since last year, Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, it's gonna. Oh, Daddy is chiming in. It's gonna be like a pick'ems. We pick the teams. We're not gonna be picking the players exactly. So it's a bracket like the March Madness bracket, bracketology and all that stuff. So you're gonna be picking the teams or who you think is gonna end up winning. Lock that in, and because we gotta lock it in by Friday. So y'all, like I said, it's $25, but you can win $200. If we can get 10 people, that'd be great. We can get more than that. That's even better. More money for the pot. For the pot. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all, Mr. Polk. Good morning, Chef Jew. Our ambassador and our Miami Dolphins need top line catering. What are you waiting for? Call Chef Jew. Absolutely best caterer, man. His baking is amazing. Amazing. And you can reach him. You can reach him over here, 786-804-8096. Go check it out. Like I told you earlier, he's doing his testing January 26th. Okay. Check in for your local location. Thank you so much, guys. Where we at here? Harbaugh can fix two. Oh my God. We really got a 2 in here in the building. We still love you, man. I'm not gonna tell you how to fan. You might be, you know. I'm gonna have to question some of your takes. That's all I'm saying. Just kidding. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. And we will see you tonight for Fantasy Moneyball. We're gonna see you later tonight for League Wide Wednesday. And then we'll see you tomorrow morning for more awesome. Here you go. This is for my tune ears. There you go. Y'all can have your little tour moment right there. A little tour moment. Come here, Fantasy Moneyball at 6 p.m. League Wide Wednesday at 8 p.m. Guys, appreciate y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. And as always, bye-bye.